Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kroy Biermann physically blocks Kim Zolciak move. Cops called. Regular a Harlem. Kroy Biermann physically blocked his estranged wife, Kim Zolciak, from moving. Therefore, the police were called once again to their Georgia mansion. The cops have told Kim that she needs to stop calling them with every divorce issue she has. Yet it has happened again, but what exactly transpired? Keep reading for further details. It's very sad for Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann, as they were once very much in love. When Kim laid her eyes on Kroy, she knew that she had to get to know him and see what he was all about. Their courtship played out on RHOA, and eventually they landed their own spin-off, Don't Be Tardy. He adopted her two oldest daughters, Ariana and Brielle, from a previous relationship. They then went on to have 4 more children and seemed incredibly happy. So, it was a shock when they filed for divorce in early 2023. Admittedly, Kim and Kroy were struggling financially. Their Georgia mansion had faced foreclosure starting in 2022. They saved it and were able to do so again in 2023. Kim also owed around $1 million to the IRS and had a mountain of debts. When they filed for divorce, they threw a lot of allegations at each other, tried to reconcile, but it did not last. The police were called quite frequently to the home and were just called during a dispute between the estranged couple. They asked Kim to stop calling when it was not an emergency, but now the police are back in action. According to TMZ, Kim Zolciak was trying to leave with her moving truck, but Kroy was blocking the way. On Sunday, December 15th, a truck was at the Georgia home to get the remaining items. However, that became a struggle when Kim was unable to exit her driveway. Fortunately, they got smart and called the non-emergency line this time. Upon arrival, Kroy moved his car and Kim was able to leave. Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann's Georgia mansion was set for auction in early December. Yet nothing happened, but an Atlanta newspaper claimed that they were granted another postponement. Truist Bank owns the home, and they gave them the chance to sell the home on their own. Kroy claimed he wanted to take less than the selling price, but Kim declined, so he tried to force the sale. Now, it is very unclear as to what is really happening and why they are moving everything out. If they still have more time, why not stay through the holidays? At the same time, Kim has a lot of items, so it is probably best to start storing stuff ASAP. Kroy Biermann physically blocks Kim Zolciak move. Cops called. The drama unfolds. The situation between Kroy Biermann and Kim Zolciak has been simmering for a while. But recently, things reached a boiling point that no one saw coming. The reality TV stars, known for their whirlwind marriage and explosive public moments, have found themselves at the center of another controversy. This time, it wasn't just a heated argument or a disagreement. It was a physical altercation with the authorities getting involved. Kroy Biermann, the former NFL player turned businessman, has always been known for his calm demeanor and protective nature. But recently, his protective instincts seem to have taken a more drastic turn. It all started when Kim Zolciak, the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star, tried to make a significant move, something that was reportedly a long time coming. Sources close to the couple claim that Kim, who had been living in the home that Kroy and she once shared, was in the process of leaving. But the move didn't happen without a hitch. According to insiders, Kim had been planning to move out of their shared residence for some time, likely in response to mounting tension in their relationship. However, Kroy, seemingly unwilling to let her go, physically blocked her from doing so. The nature of the disagreement that led to this confrontation remains unclear, but many close to the situation believe it was more than just a mere property dispute. It may have been a culmination of the emotional strain between the two stars, whose relationship has seen its fair share of ups and downs. The incident took place during what was supposed to be a routine day. Kim had arranged for movers to come and help with the transition. Sources close to her suggest that she had been planning the move quietly for weeks, but the moment she tried to take action, Kroy stood in her way. quite literally. The confrontation escalated quickly, with Kroy allegedly refusing to allow Kim to pack up her things. He reportedly positioned himself in the doorway and blocked her from entering certain rooms where her belongings, known for her fiery personality and no-nonsense attitude, didn't back down. She stood her ground, and as the confrontation grew more heated, verbal insults began flying. Friends of the couple reported that it wasn't long before things turned physical. Kroy, perhaps overwhelmed by his emotions, tried to prevent Kim from leaving with certain items, reportedly pulling them out of her hands and physically holding her back. Kim, naturally, was not going to allow herself to be intimidated and fought back. The situation spiraled out of control, and it wasn't long before the authorities were called. According to a 911 call, the situation had become intense enough for the dispatcher to advise the caller to remain in a safe location until police could arrive. While the exact details of the call have yet to be fully released to the public, sources indicate that Kim was the one who called the cops. She claimed she feared for her safety as things began to escalate physically between the two. Law enforcement arrived shortly after the call was made, and while there was no indication that any serious injuries occurred, the police were reportedly concerned about the volatile nature of the confrontation. When the authorities arrived, the tension was palpable. Both Kroy and Kim were upset, though there were no physical signs of injury. The police officers spoke with both parties separately, trying to de-escalate the situation. While no arrests were made, the officers did take a report, and the matter was filed as a domestic disturbance. The situation left many wondering what the future holds for the former couple, as their marriage, which had once seemed so perfect, now appears to be crumbling in front of the world. This latest drama in their tumultuous relationship has left many fans shocked, especially those who have followed Kim and Kroy through their ups and downs over the years. The pair were once known as a fairy tale couple on reality TV, with Kroy playing the loving husband to Kim's glamorous, larger-than-life persona. But behind the scenes, cracks were beginning to show. Rumors of marital problems had swirled for months, with whispers of tension between them growing louder. Kim, who had built an empire around her public image, is no stranger to controversy. Her larger-than-life personality, coupled with her very public relationship, often made headlines. Kroy, on the other hand, was more private and known for his cool-headed approach to life, especially when it came to raising their children. However, this altercation shows a side of him that many never expected to see. A side that might reflect a deeper sense of frustration, or perhaps an attempt to cling to something he feels slipping away. The police presence was a stark reminder that their relationship had gone beyond mere disagreements and into more serious territory. While this altercation has certainly shaken up their already fractured relationship, it also raises questions about their future as parents and co-parents to their children. The couple, who shares multiple children, has always put on a united front when it came to parenting. But with the emotional intensity of this latest fight, many are left wondering how they will navigate their relationship moving forward. In the aftermath of the altercation, Kim took to social media to address the situation, posting a cryptic message that seemed to hint at the turmoil in her personal life. "Sometimes you have to walk away from what no longer serves you," she wrote, a sentiment that many fans took as a clear indication that she was ready to move on, both from Kroy and from the drama that has surrounded their relationship. Kroy, for his part, has remained largely silent on the matter. He has not posted any public messages or commented on the incident, though sources close to him suggest that he is deeply hurt by the way things have turned out. It seems that despite their differences, he still has strong feelings for Kim and is struggling with the idea of their family potentially falling apart. As for the future of the couple, only time will tell. The drama between Kroy and Kim is far from over, and it's unclear whether they will be able to repair their broken relationship or if this latest incident will be the final straw. One thing is certain, though: their relationship, once a symbol of love and partnership, has now become another cautionary tale of the challenges that come with living your life in the public eye. Whether they can move past this and find a way to co-parent peacefully, or if this marks the end of their marriage remains to be seen. The reality of the situation is harsh, and the fallout from this altercation will undoubtedly ripple through their lives for months to come. Fans are left waiting for the next chapter in the saga of Kroy Biermann and Kim Zolciak, hoping that the drama will eventually settle down, but bracing for whatever of their ongoing story. Kroy Biermann, the former NFL star, physically blocked his estranged wife, Kim Zolciak Biermann, from making a major move that seemed to be a pivotal moment in their unraveling relationship. It's a spectacle that echoes the turmoil of their divorce proceedings, bringing a fresh layer of intensity to their already public and tumultuous marriage. Kim Zolciak Biermann, the reality TV star best known for her role on The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Don't Be Tardy, has always been a figure with a larger-than-life presence. She built a brand around her opulent lifestyle, her ever-changing looks, and a personality that demanded attention. But lately, the glamorous life she once showcased has become overshadowed by legal battles, financial disputes, and the collapse of her marriage to Kroy. Kroy Biermann, once a pillar in the NFL, is no stranger to high-pressure situations. On the field, he was known for his physicality and tenacity. Off the field, he's faced an entirely different challenge, navigating the complexities of a high-profile divorce and a life that's now far from the public eye. This time, however, it wasn't a football opponent he was facing. It was the woman he married, with whom he once shared a life built on love, celebrity, and mutual goals. The drama reached its peak recently when Kroy took a stand and physically blocked Kim from going forward with a significant move, quite literally blocking her path during a tense moment. The incident came after Kim allegedly decided to leave their shared home with their children, seeking independence as the couple's divorce proceedings continued. Kim, determined to move forward with her life, was packing up her belongings, eager to find new opportunities for herself. She had long expressed her desire to retain her autonomy and to take back control after years of sharing her life with Kroy in the public eye. With the looming uncertainty of the legal battle over their assets and their children's custody, this was her moment to take action. But Kroy, caught in a mix of emotions and possibly protective instincts, wasn't willing to let her leave without a fight. His physical block was a gesture that spoke louder than any words could. With his imposing frame and deep sense of responsibility, he positioned himself in front of the door, preventing Kim from making her exit. The standoff didn't last long, but it was symbolic, a battle of wills that encapsulated the emotional and psychological tug-of-war at the heart of their split. It was a moment where physicality met emotional turmoil, and the divide between them became even clearer. Kim, in her own right, is no stranger to bold moves. Having raised 6 children, built a career in reality television, and spent years in the public eye, she has cultivated a fierce sense of independence. Her resilience has been a defining feature of her public persona, even as her marriage to Kroy has disintegrated. But there's no denying that Kroy's physical intervention shook the foundation of the confrontation. It wasn't just a moment of physical dominance. It was an emotional standoff. A man still holding onto something, perhaps hoping to protect what was left of the family. For Kim, this move might have felt like a betrayal, a sign that Kroy was clinging to an idealized version of their marriage that no longer existed. The contrast between Kroy's physicality and Kim's determination to carve out her future couldn't have been more striking. Both individuals were standing firm, unwilling to give in to the inevitable shift their relationship had undergone. Beyond the symbolism, there's a deeper narrative here about control, autonomy, and the fragility of their relationship. Kroy's move to physically block Kim may have been an instinctive response born from the chaos and disillusionment that so often accompany divorce. For Kim, it might have been the final straw, a clear indication that Kroy wasn't yet ready to let go of their shared past, even as their future seemed to be rapidly slipping away. The encounter also brings to light the way that physicality often plays a role in the breakdown of a relationship. Whether it's the body language in tense moments or the act of physically standing in front of someone to stop them from leaving, These gestures hold significant meaning. For Kroy, it may have been a last-ditch effort to assert control over a situation he couldn't seem to fully grasp. For Kim, it represented an attempt to claim her space in a relationship that was crumbling, a space that had long been defined by shared decisions but now required her to make independent choices. The physical block wasn't just a simple confrontation. It was a representation of everything the couple had been through.